on your new era of game development, if you could make a sequel to any game that you worked on before, which goes back a hell of a long ways, including crap like Home Improvement and Home Alone 2, Street Fighter the movie. If you could make a sequel to any game, what would you go for?
Well, it wouldn't be Street Fighter the movie because Raul Julia is gone, so we'd need him back, right?
Right. That's tough.
Yeah, of course it would be Dead Space. That would be one I'd love to do a sequel for someday.
Like Dead Space 4 or like kind of like a confusing Dead Space 2?
No, I wouldn't say that the other twos existed. I helped do a lot on number 2. But I would probably do something that I didn't have to follow some of the lore of the other 2.
Just because it got pretty complex over there towards the end?
A bit, yeah. I actually thought in the end, like when they introduced all the aliens and everything, I was like, wow, you didn't need to. You got necromorphs, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't you need anything more? But it did beg the question, who came up with the marker, so I understand all that.
Yeah.
And I'm still very good friends with Steve Papoutsis, who ran the last couple, so.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, we talk almost every day.
Do you think a game like Dead Space 4 could exist in the industry these days? Like, what would it take to get that out the door?
You mean in terms of money?
I guess so. It just seems like EA's been on a spree of canceling, games that aren't able to live on after the release. It seems like Dead Space 4 ideally would be in that mold.
Yeah, unless you could come up with a multiplayer, that would work with something like that. So. Or something that engaged the people a little bit more. I mean, story modes don't have to be one player, and I think that's sort of the key these days. Is how do we make story mode for everybody to play, and everybody to understand the story if they want to. So I think Dead Space would take on a different. It wouldn't take on a different look, but it might take on a different way of playing it slightly.
Okay, what do you mean? You're talking just more co-op or just working lore into the multiplayer?
I'd probably just start with co-op, and work from there, like I guess the last one. Yeah. And then try and get some sort of, I think there are just different types of multiplayers that could exist with Call of Duty, with Dead Space, and still, bring in a lot of fans.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what it takes. Do you think there's any universe where you could pitch a new Dead Space to EA without multiplayer and have it greenlit?
I don't know. It seems, everybody seems to be saying the single-player story mode is dying, and then we have some giant hits that come out that are still story-based. So I don't think they're dying. I think they have their place now, and they can still make a lot of money. They can still, you don't have to put in $300 million into some of these games, $50 million, you make 250, you make $300, $400 million, that would be enough for many, many players.
All right, so if you got that miraculous $50 million budget for a game of your choice, what would you want to make? Are you sick of shooters? Sci-fi.
Yes.
Third person?
Something sci-fi. And I like to go dark. So it'd be darker sci-fi. It'd be on the realms of alien kind of thing,
Yeah.
Would I delve into horror? Probably a little bit, but I think the shooter part of me would come out as well. But I'm more of the belief that when we meet our alien friends, they're not going to walk on 2 legs or 4 legs, that they're going to be amoeba-like, or they're going to be something that's just not that great to look at. So, I just look at the Earth and I go, look what's under the water. Imagine what's on another planet,
Yeah, it's going to shatter your brain. You want that weird, just fucked up creature that you can't even fathom killing.
Yes. Then that's the kind of... maybe that sounds hopeless for the future, but that's the kind of future I see in terms of like looking for aliens. So that's the kind of game I would like to make.
I think like
continue to make.
Yeah, with your pedigree, it seems like okay. Then you just want to make the spiritual successor to Dead Space. I mean, that's your dream project.
Yeah, either that or if I made a big, let's say I was going to make a Mass Effect type, where they've got dozens, hundreds of different alien types, right? They wouldn't look like that.
Right.
They would be in fish tanks and cages and we, just not like that, but it would be different and darker.
Yeah.
And I would love to make a darker world like that. Like the other planet is like, man, they don't understand us one bit. We're trying to be friends with them, but it's just not working, or don't go to that other planet. You should see what's there, But that's kind of what I like to do.
And then you end up shooting them. That's the result here.
You're gonna kill them some way.
That was just a clip from a larger show called The Game Informer Show. You can find it on iTunes, Google Play, or GameInformer.com. We take the fun opportunities and exclusive information from Game Informer magazine and boil it into a show that airs every Thursday with exclusive cover story information, developer interviews, a lot of fun stuff. So come love games with us.